Hello and welcome, everybody. This is Botany and Born. I am Bailey, and Wyatt is also here with us today. We're doing a voiceover because my audio got unsynced at different paces throughout the video, which was a little weird. But so you'll have this for today. But the good news is that I am sped up a little bit, so I'll get through all my chores at remarkably good time. So what I'm kind of doing today is I had several different plants that I needed to get potted up. So I have some propagations I'm going to do. Some syngonium that I'm going to pot up. I'm trying to think what else I have. A bunch of different plants, so we'll just kind of go through, and I'm consolidating a few, so just doing a little potty chat and repot chat.
Pot chat.
Pot chat. Yeah, so I think it'll be a series that I kind of continue on the channel, just because of as houseplant owners, this is something you just have to do from time to time, so why not... It's an easy recurring thing to have. So right now I'm planting them into these directly into the planters because I was having to water every couple days since they're only in like a 1-inch little grow pot there. So I wanted just to be able to give it a little bit more dirt because some of them you kind of see are almost like a cupcake shape, like the one I'm planting right now. So I thought it would give it a little bit more room for the roots to grow, and then I don't have to water maybe every couple days. It's actually been working, so that I've been using this, so I only have to water about once a week. It has gotten to, it's November though, so I mean part of that could be that, but it is so far turning out well. So,
where did you get the pots?
So I got those from Etsy, and they are 3D printed wood. Yeah. So at first I was nervous because I was like, well, can you put water in the wood planter? And normally I was like, oh, I don't really care because I put the little plastic inserts, but I planted it directly into there because I was like, well, I figure, if they sell it as a planter, it's probably coated with something that keeps it from water.
Sure.
We'll find out. If my planter rots, I will let you all know if you get them to not directly plant something in them. So there's a teardrop peperomia nerve plant. It was a Fitnay nerve. The next one I'm working on is a peperomia crinkled red, and moving that netting as well. So a lot of times if you buy something where they have little seedlings, they put that netting in it, and I always try when I repot to take it off just so that the roots can grow out, and that way you don't have like a stunted growth plant for whatever reason if it can't manage to get out of the netting. Oh, I dropped one, fallen soldier. I propagated that, so I took it down into my grow tent. I was like, have no fear, I won't kill it.
Now, are those easy to propagate?
Oh, super easy. So you can just literally stick the stem down in dirt, and then a plant will grow out from, little roots will grow out from the stem, and then a tiny plant.
And then do you need high humidity or anything? Like, do you have to put it in your propagation box? Or?
Yeah, I put it in my propagation box. Now, you can also propagate it in water, so you can just stick it in a little glass thing of water in the sun. It'll grow out as well. I have some of those. Peperomia is actually the thing I feel like at this point I've propagated the most because I have several different varieties of peperomia, and they are so easy to propagate.
What is this little thing?
This is a silver-laced fern. So
I thought it was a fern.
Yes. So ferns hate me, or hate our house.
Isn't that the one we have in the bathroom?
Yes. So we had to move. So we have no, that's a button fern. I only own 2 ferns. Well, 3. So I own 2 silver-laced ferns. I have a big silver-laced fern. It was beautiful, and then it started to really get crispy. It has to be watered every couple days, so it's really hard to keep up with, and then it's very particular about humidity. So here's a watermelon peperomia. So I have taken tons of propagations off of this actual plant, so I've made a lot. So this one as well, I felt like it was kind of drying out, so I was like, oh, I think it's ready to go ahead and be repotted up. So whenever you repot things up, you don't want to go too big in size. So it's all about just like little stages, maybe like 1 inch bigger. So that way you don't risk yourself like giving the plant where it's too small and then you water a ton of water into the dirt and its roots don't reach that. And so then it can't actually like absorb that for a long time. So you risk root rot.
Also, clear seems nice because then you could see, like, because the roots would reach out to the edges.
Yes, exactly.
I can see why they call it the watermelon.
Yes.
It's very melonish.
Yeah, see that leaf I have cut in half there? Oh, I kind of turned it, so that might have went away. But there's one over there to the left right here that I pointed on my screen. You guys might not see it. Oh, look
She
how
did
round
point to the screen.
Look how round that one was. So it's either normally, look how round.
And you're just gonna propagate those?
Yes. Yeah, I took them off because they were kind of, they were a little bit older and I feel like they were kind of drooping. So I was like, before they just kind of die off, I'll go ahead and just take it off.
Is this an alocasia?
No, this is a Syngonium 3 Kings.
Oh, I thought maybe for a second I was gonna sound smart.
Yeah,
I was close. It had an interesting leaf shape.
He is. We were watching TV earlier today, and he was like, "Oh, that's a nice alocasia." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, look at him go."
Passively learning. So this was a 3 King?
Mm-hmm. Syngonium 3 Kings. So similar thing, I'm just putting up a little bit. It's basically the same because I'm actually trying to put it in the same planter, but this one's a little bit taller. And I tried not to disturb the roots on this one as much. It's also just the dirt they shipped it to me in. This didn't seem like very high quality dirt. I felt like, I don't know, it acted kind of weird.
Do you know who you got it from? You don't have to say if you like them.
I like them. I just felt like the dirt maybe was, and it's hard to say because the places that sell the plants, they usually get it from a nursery, so it's not really. Is this
the Begon Don Miller?
This is not the Don Miller, but this is a Begon. This is the pink minx. Oh,
the pink minx.
Mm-hmm.
The other one has more red stems?
It does red stems and then it's white and green. Very.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Don Miller would be very pretty for getting to Christmas time and spring. I mean, I think this pink minx is really pretty.
This is
the
pink minx.
Yes, it has see that red on the bottom. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's also very.
It's nice how leafy it is.
Yeah. It's called.
It's big and it fills out if you're gonna put it in a vase or something. Yeah. Would you put this ever in a vase? Probably not.
No. Well, I mean.
But if it was in an arrangement of sorts, it spreads out nicely to make a lot of coverage with only one plant.
Yeah. I mean, you could set this plastic grow pot into a vase. That's the nice thing about having the grow pot is it's just that's the size it needs to be. I can literally set it inside of any cash pot I want to, or vase.
Was that temperamental, the begonias?
I think they can be on humidity, but we don't have that high of humidity here, and I feel like it's been okay. But I do run humidifiers in the house.
And we're in Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City.
But right now, it's been so cold, 19 degrees. We had, 27% in the house? Mm-hmm. So now we're running all our humidifiers.
So now what I'm doing, this is my little prop box that I have in there. So you can see the little, I'm too fast. I wish I could slow this down. Sorry, if we would have had the full length video, you could have saw more stuff in my prop box. But that's okay. I have lots of videos on that. I think I go down there and hang out with it in one of my other videos. So what I'm doing right now is this was getting just a little leggy, as you can see.
Leggy.
And I also had some of it growing in the prop box that was doing great. So I was like, well, I'm just going to take...
What is it?
It is a Transcendia. Sometimes they call it the inch plant.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so it was interesting. See, half my dirt didn't even come out. So the roots are actually it's a very fine plant. You can just break it off so easily. But the interesting thing is, so if you break that off, you literally just set it near the dirt and roots will grow from it. It's very...
It's got a nice color. It is purple, pretty. Pink, silver mix.
Yep, and then the green. If you see, so one of my prop box has more green actually, and I wasn't sure. So normally it absorbs more light, the green one. So maybe it's just because there's so much light down there. Maybe that made it have extra green. I don't know.
Ah, it could be.
Or maybe it. I don't know.
So I'm looking at your prop box right now. So I see that sometimes the leaves are just sitting in halfway. Is that a broken leaf? You can just place it in the box and it'll grow.
That is correct. So the watermelon peperonia, which is right behind that thing I just pointed out.
Yep, I see it.
Yep, it's cut in half and then it's just stuck right in. Oh yeah, my
little
peperomia.
And then it just starts to grow.
Yes, and my little peperomia rosa. So there's the leaf that I stuck into the dirt.
Oh, and all that came off of it?
Yes.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
So, and that was a half leaf as well?
That was a full leaf stem cutting actually.
I see. So the stem was still attached?
Yep, the stem was still attached on that one. Isn't that cute? So cute. It has so peperomia rosa has a red bottom and then very green top. Also great for Christmas. So yeah, I'm just kind of describing there that I have the mother leaf that made that little propagation. So it will die off. Oh, and I picked up another peperomia rosa, but it wasn't quite ready, so I just set it back down. It had roots, but it wasn't
long enough or something?
Yes. Yeah, and there wasn't like an extra plant yet. So another pepperoni roasted.
Are you using any like special soil, or what is this?
It is
particular stuff.
It's a soil mixture that I get from a local garden place. So it's just regular soil with some perlite in it, which helps dry stuff out, and then also some leca balls. And I don't really know all the benefits of leca, if I'm gonna be honest, but roots like to grab onto them sometimes.
I do know when they fall on the floor, the dogs like to mess with them, and they're kind of annoying.
There's your Don Miller. So
Which one?
The white.
Oh yeah, green, this one. I see it.
Yeah.
The one a little bit up from your fingers, like to the left and down now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna practice your guys'.
Yeah, like how quickly can we give you directions as this is sped up in 400 times?
Yeah. So there, I just propagated in that one. So I'm like, don't fear. So there's my little round pepperoni watermelon. So I'm sticking the stem down in there. Yeah, and I hope that one does so good. I hope that it's genetics, just give me like all perfectly round
ones.
Yeah, that would be really cool. So see, this one is. So I'm going to cut this one in half, and so I'm going to make 2 propagations on this one. So I'm going to just stick that one directly into soil on the stem.
Is there a special
and then
part to cut it at? Like I see you did that.
The thickest part.
The thickest part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the thickest part, if I cut a leaf in half, do I put the wider part to be just the regular leaf and the smaller part to be with the stem? Do you want more with the stem or less with the stem? If I cut a leaf that has a stem,
I would say it probably doesn't matter. I mean, you kind of want it to be equal in a way. Like you want to leave like both sides like enough. So since like it absorbs the sunlight through its leaves,
it's kind of like a direct metal.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is more Three Kings.
No, this is a Syngonium white butterfly. There's a so I had some propagations. A couple of them were unsuccessful, but all these are. Have tons of roots, as you can see, so I'm going to pot them all up into a thing together. So I cut this off my mother plant, and then just had them propagated in water for probably 4 weeks, I want to say.
Mm-hmm. And it's related to the Three Kings because it looks similar.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's related to the
So it's a Syngonium?
Syngonium.
Syngonium.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and on my wish list is a Syngonium white albo. In case you need a Christmas present.
Oh, I assume you're talking to the fans who are wanting to send you a Syngonium white albo.
Yes, albo.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want one desperately.
Yeah.
Also, so my shirt, my mom got me that, so this is just one more. She says that I've told her several times, like, this is my last plant order.
So what's your shirt say? Because it's in reverse for me.
This is just one more.
Oh, just one more.
Yeah, just one more plant.
That's a nice shirt.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. And pretty accurate.
Yes.
Snake plant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there's a little heart leaf. Yep, my snake plants, so you can see their roots growing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just kind of chop them off and then you cut it in a like V-like formation. And the whole point of the cutting is just because of see how the roots are going to grow out from where you just cut. So the whole point is just trying to give it more surface area for more roots to come
out. So on the snake plant, was it better to water propagate it? Is that why you water propagate this? Does it not do well? Like some of them you just stick directly in soil.
Yeah, I think that, so I like to water propagate just because A, I think they look cute in the water.
Okay.
But B, you can also see what's happening. So you can see that a few of them weren't even like taking, so I actually recut.
That's fun. We're looking somewhere new.
Oh yes, yeah. So this is where I have a little.
This is our kitchen.
This is our kitchen.
That was the coffee I drank that day.
Yeah. So now that I've repotted everything, I want to give everything a nice water to let the soil kind of like adhere to the roots and get rid of any kind of air pockets and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, and so this is a cooling rack, but if you guys have a sink like mine and the size, it works perfectly to like set your plants there, and then they can just like drip, drain through, and then you can go put them back into your little pot.
Well, those look nice.
Yeah. So I did. This is nice because this is like it looks like it took me 15 minutes, and then you take me like an hour.
This makes me feel better about how you spent your time. I'm like, oh, this only took 15 minutes.
She's so fast.
She is so quick. And look at that composite wood mixture. Yeah. It doesn't even look bad, and you just got it wet.
Yeah, I know. It really did seem to. Yeah, so I got that at Etsy. They were a little pricey, like $45, I think.
Oh no, we're done.
We're done. So we'll have to do a little outro slide. But thank you guys so much for watching. Next time I'll be live Although, let me know if you like the voiceover, if this is better. But
Sure, I don't mind dubbing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time.
All right, bye.